Melody. I'm the store manager at Melody's New World. I've been in the store for about 3 years, nearly 4. It's a third generation business now. I've been running it for pretty much the 3 years that I've been here, but before that my father was here, and before that my grandfather. We've got about 25,000 people through the doors a week, so that's a lot of people that we have to look after, plus we've got 200 staff on site half of the time. So the people side of stuff, just the natural, slipping over, all of the falls, all of the cuts, all of the things that happen to people in normal life are actually our biggest hazards. One of the biggest challenges I have is compliance in a supermarket, because there's so much stuff we have to do, so much paperwork, so much ticking of boxes, and staff don't understand why they do it, is the biggest thing, so they don't. And then you end up being non-compliant, you get audited, and it's a nightmare basically, and then you have to spend another 2 months backtracking on paperwork that should have happened in the normal course of life. So with PeopleSafe, the system as it grows as well, I think is going to be a really good solution to tidying everything up and kind of tying a lot of it together. Being able to report hazards almost instantaneously, being able to log on wherever they feel like it and do it on a computer makes a lot more sense to most of our staff, as well as us being able to kind of just track things as they go. It alerts us immediately, so if something happens on say a Saturday morning when I'm not here until Monday again, I'll get a text message to say, look, somebody's fallen over, it's been a major, either just so you know, or maybe there's something you can do about it, is a really good help. We're getting more and more people reporting things that are going on in store. I think because it's easy, Joe Bloggs is leaving their ladder out in the store all of the time, and I think it's a hazard. While it's not anonymous, it's still quite anonymous. Like it's not like we're going to go and say, Kate told us that you had your ladder out on the shop floor. It's just giving us a heads up, and it's a little bit less scary than climbing up the stairs and going and knocking on somebody's door and saying, oh, it's just a quick, 2-second thing on a computer, which is hidden away essentially, and we're finding, I don't know, every month that there's more information coming into it. So we're getting a better reporting as well. And before we had PeopleSafe, somebody hurt themselves, they had to go and get a form from the office, they had to fill it out, they had to then put it in an inbox basically, and it sat there until the compliance manager worked next, before it was actioned. And you'd end up with somebody who's fallen over and hurt themselves, and then it had to have taken 3 days off work before we've even known anything's really happened. So now I guess the flip side of this is now we know that somebody's hurt themselves instantly. We can either cover that work or get them to the appropriate care that they need. So if they need to go to the doctor, then they go to the doctor, rather than wait for the paperwork to get filed basically. We had our first audit recently, and we had no findings because the auditor could just come through and go, yeah, cool, everybody's trained, everybody's been through the process, they've all done their appraisals, everything's linked through, blah blah blah. Again, moving forward, everything is going to be, paperless, and it has to be. And this gives you the opportunity just to have everything in one place. You can go in and click on a report and see all of the stuff that you want to put in there. You can use it as little or as much as you want. We use it a lot because we find it really useful, to keep that sort of stuff together and I guess collated. And moving forward, this will make your life easier in the long run.